Hey y'all, we're at Campbell Cemetery. We're going to show you some old graves, and it's right on the edge of the Mulberry River, and I'm going to scan around, show you how close it is. I mean, it's right beside it, and it's beautiful. Y'all, look how pretty that is. I'll walk over here, show you how pretty this is. But we're going to show you a grave of a mother that was buried with her child. Look how pretty that water is. After we do this cemetery, we're probably going to try to get down there close to that creek and give y'all a good little video on that creek. Well, it's not a creek. Tim said it's a Mulberry River. It's not a very big one. It's called Campbell Cemetery, and I'm sure there was a Campbell home place close by at one time, maybe a couple 100 years ago. There's a lot of unmarked ones. The field stone that's in the ground are unmarked graves. They're marked, but there's no writing on them. I guess we can just start right here. This I definitely. What is this one? Infant daughter of G.W. and Ida Patrick, born. Oh, does it say born and died? February 5th, 1905. Asleep in Jesus. It's not a very big stone. 1905. See all the unmarked ones? Which I don't like saying unmarked because they're definitely marked. It's just not any engraving. Rachel Campbell. I wonder if she was. No, that one over there is 1905. This one's 1907. Rachel Campbell died December 16th, 1907, age 73 years. Honored, beloved. Honored, beloved, and wept. Here mother lies. W-I-P-T? For sure. Maybe that's an E. Maybe it's an E. It just looks like an I. What is that one? Lewis.
I think it's Lewis.
Samuel
Campbell.
Campbell.
That
Lewis
says Campbell.
Lewis Campbell, yeah.
Born 1861, died in 1918, looks like.
Lewis Campbell. So this is the Campbell Cemetery. This has something etched on it. Can you see something etched on that, Tim? What is that? Or is it not? It's just the way the rock's made. It may just be the way the rock is.
See. I just don't see any writing now. And this was probably the footstone, and they just put it there because
somebody set it up there. Okay. Mary E., born October 9th, 1895, died August 4th, 1897. And Martha, born January 28th, 1898, died March 15th, 1898. Okay, so the first one was about 2 years old. The second one was about 2 months old. And then infant son, born and died October 10th, 1906. Children of Richard and Margaret. Yes, I bet it's a Campbell. Does that look like a C at the bottom or an S? I'm gonna bet it's a Campbell, but it's got three children, marking the 3 babies. We're out here in the woods, y'all, and there are bears in these woods.
And this cemetery, I'm not sure how wide that is, but it's a lot deeper than it is wide. So
Oh, look, here it is. Nanny and baby. Wife and daughter of Sherman Campbell. Died August 21st, 1897, aged 21 years. Gone but not forgotten. Nanny and baby. So she was 21 years old. She must have died in childbirth.
And then here's Sherman right here.
Oh, and then Sherman's right here. And what year did he die? 1949. Born 1868 and died in 1949. And then this would be his wife and daughter, and they died in 1897.
This is Ollie Campbell.
Ollie. He was 2 years old. And it doesn't say anything about her. She died in 1921.
Is Ollie a female, or would that be a...
I think it's a...
I think that's a man.
I'm not for sure.
It was just a young boy. And this is the infant son.
Infant son of Mr. and...
Ms. John Stevens.
Is that an E? Mrs. E. Is that what that... No. MRSE. Mr. and Mrs. E. John Stevens, born and died March 10th, 1920. Is there an E. Stevens? Would that be... I think there's Stevens at the other cemetery we're going to.
Yeah, there is. Several Stevens. I've noticed that is a name that's almost in every cemetery we've been to.
Susie Stevens. So we're going... Okay, let's see if we can read this one.
Do you need the light on this one?
Sarah J., daughter of J.C. and S. Patrick, born May 4th, 1873, died August 7th, 1873. Just a few months. Infant son, same people. Infant son of J.C. and S. Patrick, born July 20th, 1874. So that's a year, age 7 days. That's a year after that one over there we just did, because it was 73. Born in 1873. And this one's 1874. Here's another one. 1875. William F., son of J.C. and S. Patrick, born in 1875, died in 1875. Just a few months old. Okay, so we've got 1873, 1874, and now 1875. Just going to be the infant daughter of G.W. and Elizabeth Wells, born and died April 8th, 1881. Now that one's... Hey, those are 70s, and this is 80s. We missed this one. Olin A., son of Fred and Kylie Mullen, born November 3rd, 1900, died November 6th, 1900, at rest. Right here. Infant daughter of G.W. and Elizabeth Wells, born October 9th and died October 12th, 1899. Okay, so that one and this one, well, that's 7 years. One right behind you, right here. This one, these are the same parents. They've got 8-year difference in those two children. Is that a Wells right behind you, right there, or are we back on the Patricks over there? We're back on the Patricks. So they had 3, 1873, 1874, 1875, where they lost children, just 1 year after another. And these 2 children belong to the same parents, and they're, what did I say, 8 years apart? These 2 right here. And this one's Robert Lee, son of G.W. and Elizabeth Wells. That's the same. So we've got 3 here. Born November 23rd, 1891. Died July 17th, 1904. So this one is what, 13 years? 12 years? Over 13 years old. So here's 3 children for the Wells.
And this one was a bigger stone.
Yeah, and these were like 8 years apart, 7 or 8 years, and so are these 2 right here. This one and this one.
But these were all in the late 1800s when
Yeah.
just so many diseases were running rampant.
And all the field stones, y'all. See how all the stones are sticking up? They're placed in the ground. And they're in there. I mean, you can grab a hold of them and shake them. They're in the ground. They've been buried to stand there for a while. These are all marking graves. And look how small. These are a lot of little children. See? A headstone and footstone. Lots of children
So these
died in these hills.
you see the distance between these
yes,
2 here.
yeah, that's an adult.
You see the ones that are shorter.
Yes, and so this. Tell us where we're at, Tim.
This it's Campbell Cemetery, and this is in the National Forest.
Ozark National Forest.
And it's right on the beautiful Mulberry River.
Mulberry River, and it is gorgeous, y'all. When we get through with this, we're going to do a separate video and just do a little walk around and look at that river a little bit because it is so pretty. Minnie, born December 3rd, 1886, died January 7th, 1893. Mary E. Oh, that's 2, but there's 2 of them. So Minnie and Mary, born December 19th, 1889, died January 7th, 1893. See, now they died the same day.
This is still, again, late 1800s when
those 2 children died the same day, but they weren't born the same day. So you know what? It makes you wonder what happened to these children, because one of them was born in 1886. Minnie was born in 1886. Mary was born in 1889, but they both died January 7th, 1893. Just really makes you wonder what happened. I mean, what's the chances of both of them having pneumonia and or did they? Okay, so one of them was what age was she? 7 years old, and the other one was 4, or they like 4-ish and 7-ish. So was there a house fire, or did they drown, or the chances of them having the flu or something at the same time, that would be pretty common in a household. But to die on the very same day, that's what has me confused. I'm not for sure.
Some of the diseases that they had then, though, like
you would think if they both had a disease that they caught, they would have died maybe within days or weeks of each other, but on the very same day makes me think it was more of a sudden. Okay, so Delilah, I guess, daughter of N. and M.E. Hawkins, born September 1st, 1832, died September 28th, 1880. Is that at 82 or 32? It's 82, isn't it? Born in 82, September 1st, 82, died September 28th, 1882. So that's just a baby.
Again, just late 1800s that they just fought.
But we're in the mountains, y'all, and these folks probably lived up here. Gary B., daughter of M.N. and M.E. Hawkins, born December 28th, 1888, died January 23rd, 1889, a month. So 1889, so 7 years, they lose this baby here, and then 7 years later they lose this one. These are all unmarked. We'll go see if we can leave this one. Mary E. Now we've seen this lady on several stones, her children. Mary E., wife of I. Thomas, born December 25th, 1867, died August 18th, 1898. A precious one from us is gone, a voice we loved is still, a place is vacant in a home which never can be filled. Okay, so Mary E. Where are we seeing Mary E.? Mary wife of I. Thomas. I don't know. Maybe there wasn't. Were there more Thomases out here?
But,
There is up at the other one, but not.
yeah, at the other Hawkins
Okay, so
flat.
there's a cemetery just up on top of this mountain. We're fixing to go up on it and do another video. Hawkins Flat.
Was that I. Thomas that was the husband of Susie on top of the hill?
Now he's a Thomas, but his wife, his second wife was Josephine, and they're buried in Cass.
Okay.
And I think he's C.L. Thomas. So I'm not for sure.
So maybe this was a brother.
But we did have another Thomas that we couldn't figure out at Shores Lake that also married his wife's sister after she passed away. And he wasn't there. I don't know. So anyway,
but the
y'all,
Stevens that you're talking about, Susie's dad was Susie Thomas was a Stevens. Her dad was Stevens.
yes. So this cemetery and the Shores Lake Cemetery that we went to a few days ago, we did a video on that one. And then we're fixing to go do one at Hawkins Flat. The families are all, you know, related.
Yeah, but they, you know,
we're on a mountain. We're out in the middle of nowhere. So these people lived up here in the middle of nowhere on this mountain. So they didn't have doctors, just convenient. And when they went into labor, they had that baby at home without a doctor. And I think that's why we see so many babies and so many mothers buried with their child, because they died during childbirth. It would have been harder, and if it's the wrong time of year, this road that we went on to get here, what, 150, 175 years later, then some of these people were buried. It's rough. It is rough. We drove the truck. I wanted to bring a different vehicle, and Tim said, no, we better take the truck because that road's too rough. But could you imagine 175 or 200 years ago how rough that was, especially during the rainy season?
And they were in a wagon.
They were in a wagon, and they didn't go anywhere, and nobody went to them.
And it would have took all day to get from here to Shores Lake. Anyway, I mean, we made it in, 20 minutes with the truck, so.
But we're fixing to end this. We're going to look at that creek from here. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to fixing to walk down there after we end this and pick out my spot, because I'm going to have to be hanging out here next summer, because it's just, I just want to sit there all day and look at it. Just sit there and look at it. It's so quiet and calm and peaceful. And it's absolutely gorgeous. That water is gorgeous. You can just see how blue and clear it is from here. But we're going to end this, and I'm going to go down and make you a video closer to this creek. Oh, no, it's not a creek. Tim said it's Mulberry River. And then we're going to go up on the mountain top and look at the relatives of these people we just looked at here in this cemetery. They have relatives just right up the road in another cemetery. So thanks for watching.